I'm not actually quitting. I'm just frustrated because I'm struggling, and I hit a rock bottom moment where I'm just disgusted with my performance. So here I'm just going to organize my thoughts and talk and walk and think about how I'm going to get on the right track. So this is not financial advice, obviously, and this isn't even for you. This is for me, just sort of my journal, my diary. I've been doing this for like 15 years of just journaling through video. I like to do it. So what's wrong? Well, first let's start with what's right. Okay, what is my goal? My goal is to use trading as a vehicle to become extremely disciplined and to achieve financial freedom. And I'm failing in both of those things. But I think that I'm maybe close. Because I know that when the year started, I was running the numbers like, man, am I gonna make 7 figures this year, or am I gonna make 8 figures this year? Hubris, ego, cocky, overconfident, and that's why I got humbled. I haven't been trading that long. There's no reason I should make that much. I did okay last year, but there's no reason to think I was just gonna dominate in my second year of trading. Now on the flip side, today I'm like, I actually give up, I quit. I'm horrible at this, I don't know what I'm doing. And I think, and in the past, those are the moments that lead to the breakthrough. Like, I probably hit bottom. Maybe my portfolio goes lower, but I probably hit bottom this morning in terms of, or yesterday, my mind state, my mindset. And that's often what's needed to change. So here's the situation on the month and why I think I'm close and why I'm so frustrated. Because my paper trading account is up 30R in 3 weeks. I'm trading fucking incredible paper trading. I had a 15R overnight. I had a bunch. I'm killing it. A high win rate, high RR. Only taking good trades. That's my paper trading. And that's why I think I'm close though. And why I'm so frustrated and want to quit is because my live account is down. I've lost 11 straight trades. Thank God, like my risk is always small. But if I lose forever, I will blow up, right? Like I've been able to lose like 50 trades this year and nothing, I still have a sizable portfolio, but it's getting harder. And if I keep losing, yeah, like I will blow up. What'll happen then? Go back to work, get a job. That's fine. That's part of my plan as well. Get a job anyways, because I have too much time. That's part of the problem. So why am I up 30R on my paper account and down negative 10R on my live account? And if I was risking 1% and I'm up 30R in my live account, I would be up, say, $50,000 on the month. And it's possible. I had a $50,000 month last month. What's the difference? What's the 40R difference? And by the way, I don't even risk 1% in my live account. I'll get back to that when I'm winning, but what's the difference? What's the 40R difference? Well, clearly it's in my execution. It's not in my system. 30R, like my system is amazing. I have an amazing system now. Why would I quit when I have an amazing system? My paper trade is going amazing, and I've put in so much work, and I'm so close, and I know what I'm doing. I know that I'm the problem, right? So one thought is, I want to algo trade so that I can remove myself. Regardless, algo trading is part of it. I'm learning algo trading and can throw that on the side. And that's great because it helps me understand my strategy and just go deeper into what trading is all about. But why quit when I'm so close, right? It doesn't make sense to throw in the towel just yet. Especially if my job is to become disciplined and I'm undisciplined. And that's the problem. I need to discipline myself. So we can say the problem is psychological. I have anxiety. I have fear. I think it's hugely behavioral. I always think behavior is the root, not actually thoughts, because it's hard to change your thoughts, but if you change your behaviors, the thoughts will change with them. Or if you're able to change your behavior, You can change your behavior and fix the problem and still have fucked up thoughts. So what's the behavior that's going wrong? Well, I know exactly what it is. It's not easy to fix it though. That's the thing. And that's why trading is so hard, and that's why typically it takes traders, even the ones who become successful, multiple years to become successful, because it takes so long to change your habits. And it's so hard to. Like, what does it take for you to quit drinking alcohol? What does it take for you to quit smoking? What does it take for you to change your diet? What does it take for you to start exercising? It takes massive trauma. It takes a really low point. For trading, it takes blowing up accounts. It's necessary. It's part of it, actually. There's not really a way around it, because you have to experience pain in order to grow as an adult. It's the rule. It sucks, but that's how it is. Like, you can learn without pain, but it won't be your best learning. There's nothing like fear of losing everything to make you work and make you change, right? So trading is about changing. It's about taming your impulses. It's about creating rules for yourself that you will follow no matter what. And that's where I'm still struggling. And for me to think like, okay, I've been able to quit smoking, quit drinking, quit caffeine. Well, I should be able to replicate that for trading. Yeah, but it doesn't mean it's going to be easy, because all that stuff was hard. For coffee, it took me multiple tries. Weed and alcohol took me a long time. I had a couple relapses. It's not like I had so much problems with those things. I just felt like they were holding me back from my potential. So what's the specific behavior that I'm having problems with? What is the issue? I'm not going to worry about psychology right now. Well, the way I trade my paper trading accounts is I set my limit orders, and then I forget I'm in the position. I forget I'm even in the trade, because I don't really care that much. And also, well, I do care, but I'm more focused on the live trade. So I take the live trade and the paper trade at the same time. Okay? So I take the live trade and I take the paper trade at the same time. The paper trade I forget about. The live trade, it moves in my favor. I get greedy, I add to it. It retraces against me. Either I advance my stop or I close it early out of fear, and then it moves back in my favor. And then I either broke even or I took a small loss. I took a loss in my live account, but then my paper trade that I forgot I'm even in is just running in profit, right? So I'm doing a good job of waiting till the close, setting my limit orders. But where I've been struggling now that's been hurting me is logging off after the close. So I know for a fact, I have tons of data on this, the most of my mistakes are made at nighttime. I fucked up last night where this was the lowest point ever for me, because I'm in this ETH trade that's planned for so long, this ETH short that's going great. I add too much at the bottom, it moves against me, and I market close before it hits my stop loss at the literal very tiny peak of the move down to the 1 minute. And I look at the chart today and I'm like, how long have you been doing this for, dude? You've been doing this? You think you're good? You've been doing this for a year? You're fucking bad, man. I'm not good. I'm not good. Meanwhile, my paper trade is in profit, right? So one of my rules had been, that I'm trying to enforce is, don't do anything after the daily close. I'm a swing trader. I'm not a day trader. I'm not like at my peak at 9 p.m. at night, right? Especially if I'm had a long day, I'm multitasking. I need to not look at the charts after 2 p.m. Like, if I snap my finger and do that, change that one behavior, I think there's a good chance I will be profitable, very profitable instantly. And that's sort of what I was able to do last year. Tame myself, 2 p.m., done. And I'm not sure why it's so much harder for me to do that this year. But that's what I'm struggling with. Because if I just trade my system, daily orders off the daily chart, and log off at 2 p.m., I have proof I'll be profitable because I have the back testing to show it, and I have the paper testing to show I'll be wildly profitable. So why can't I do it? Well, I don't know. That's a psychological thing. It's a behavioral thing as well. It's like addictive to look at the chart. That's what a lot of it is. I want to look at the chart because of the gambling nature of it, the dopamine nature of it. it's a drug, right? Where you're in a live position, you get to see the P&L go up and down. You get dopamine from the red candle, position moves in your favor. Get cortisol from a green candle. You got cortisol, you're waiting for the dopamine to come back. So you're just watching the chart. That's what happens. And then when I'm in this hypnotic, stressed state, like I cannot be objective and I will be impulsive. So that's part of the struggle, is the addictive nature, or the gambling nature of it. So how do I get out of that? Because if I can just never chart watch and just check the chart on the daily and submit my limit orders, I'll be good. How do I do that? So let me go back to quitting addictive things in the past. Like, I've quit addictive things in the past before. And this one to me is actually the most important, because those things, it was important for me to improve myself and my quality of life, but this is like my future and my everything. If I'm successful at trading, if I make 30 R a month, I will be wildly wealthy to the point where I can not have to worry about money again. I can do what I want with my time. But also that's necessary to have, the house and the kids in Hawaii. It's not necessary, but it makes it a lot easier, right? Do the things I want to do. It's expensive to live here. I'm in my mid-30s now. I'd like to have kids, right? So if I don't do this, I will not be able to do that. I will give up my freedom. I'll have to try to start a new business, go back to get a job, whatever it is, and then be back in the financial struggle. So it's my why is hugely important. Like, it's about my future children. And maybe that's why I stress myself out about it. But okay, I identify part of the problem is the addictive nature, right? And part of the behavior that would do it is logging off at 2, right? I set in my limit orders, I log off. I don't log in the next day. And I can see that because Thursday, when I did that successfully, last Wednesday when I did that successfully, woke up to a 15-hour winner. I didn't need to check the charts. I didn't need to watch it. It came close to my entry. If I had been watching it at nighttime when it came close to my entry, I might have scrambled out and fucked it up, but it didn't. Friday, I started to slip up a little bit, but it wasn't any trades, didn't matter. Saturday and Sunday, I was chart watching, and it caused me to turn winners into losers. So my plan is, it's all about making sure I get off at 2. Hugely important, all about making sure I get offline at 2. So I'm approaching this after the close. Like, bad things don't happen early in the morning. Bad things happen in the afternoon and at night for my trading. That's the time of day, and the behaviors happen there. That's the discrepancy between plus 30R and minus 10R. Everything else is the same between, say, 9 and 2 p.m. That's all good. I'm not too worried about that. So the first is, I'll have a little phone alert that says, at 2 p.m., log off like your life depends on it. So that's one thing. Another thing, in my little pre-chart habits routine, one of the habits that I'm tracking now is having a post-trading routine of some kind. I'm not sure exactly what it is. It depends on the day. But that's one of the things. Another thing that I'm doing, I programmed my computer to automatically shut down at 2:10 p.m. So I have time to put in my limit orders, upload my video. Computer automatically shuts down. I also have a special tub for my computer. It's not a lock tub. That's something I could consider doing, though. Getting a tub and putting a timer lock on it. I might do that, actually. That's kind of interesting. I kind of like that, actually. If it's like life or death, why not? This feels life or death. I cannot look at the charts. I've been doing good about not phone trading, not being on the phone. I don't know why it's been that part has been easy. But I guess it's just the not logging off at 2. So I have this tub. It shuts down automatically. I get an alert saying to shut it down. I'll put it in the tub. I'll put it under the whatever. That's part of it. Now, the other part, and I am going to look up having like a timer lock, so I can timer lock my computer too. And maybe timer lock my phone, so I can just sit in those trades and not fuck them up. Now, The second part of that is having interesting things to do after 2 p.m. I have too much free time and too much freedom, and by comparison, sitting there and watching the chart is too interesting to me. So here's what I need more like interesting and social things to do. So today, where am I? I'm back on the farm in the afternoon. I plan on doing that most days. At 2 p.m., after I put in my limit orders and log off, I'm gonna go work on the farm for a couple hours. It's fun, it's social, it feels like home. I like it here. I missed it, I'm glad to be back. And I make a little bit of extra money, which takes some of the financial pressure off of I need to be profitable in my trading. So that's a huge thing too, of like if I'm out, that'll make things more yeah, just less temptation. So that's some days of the week. It's not, I can't work every afternoon though. Maybe I should work Friday afternoons too. No. Well, I can keep these other sort of appointments and stuff I have. Saturdays and Sundays. Saturdays, I can make it a habit to work in my garden after the close. I can also make it a habit to maybe play basketball. Some of the guys play basketball around 2 p.m. That's something I could maybe do. I could also there's a weekly hangout, my friend's family, Saturdays. I could go to that in the evening, maybe something to do. A lot of times Friday, Saturday, Sunday nights, just hang out with friends is a normal thing. Sundays could be a problem. I could set my limit orders in the morning, have a special rule for that, and then not log on the entire day. That's a possibility that I'm considering. Tuesdays, I gotta get water for the dog. Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays. And then I think it should be easy. So I've been taking naps in the afternoon. If I'm not taking naps anymore, because I'm just going straight out, I don't love that because I like taking naps, but maybe that will mean just going to sleep early, which will make the evenings a little bit easier. Like go to sleep at 9 instead of 10:30 or whatever it is. It's a lot easier to go to sleep early when you're not looking at charts as well, or when I'm not looking at charts. I could also create some kind of routine where I journal or meditate or just walk the dog after. But yeah, I'm just trying to make my life more interesting, cram it full of other things a little bit, because if I'm done with trading by 2 p.m., like, it doesn't take that long. Especially I typically don't start till 9 or so, 9:30, 9. And I take a lunch break, 4.5 hours, 4 days a week, plus and some hours here and there. Yeah, I think it's okay. And I'm since I now have a lot of technical skills and a really nice system, I'm past the point where I need to grind at night and like study. I have an extremely profitable system. My problem is purely psychological and behavioral right now. If I can control my behavior, and I'm setting up these things to do that, if I can really control my behavior, then I will start to win and my psychology will instantly improve. And at that point, though, I need to stick to the habits and not get euphoric and think I deserve freedom and can do whatever again, because that's how it was. Like, I see on the other side of this being profitable. It's so crazy. I never want to go through this again. Like, the last 3 months have been the worst because on one hand, my paper trading's so good and I have so much experience and knowledge now. On the other hand, my results are so poor. When I started out and I was losing money, that was expected, actually. It's like, well, I made a ton of fucking money in the bull run. I can lose some while I learn how to trade. Well, now it's like I know how to trade. And I'm losing. and I don't have that bull run money anymore. I have what I started with. So, yeah, I know what's wrong. I have a game plan. I'm not actually quitting. And it's fascinating, the challenge of trading. It's, yeah, not always what you think the challenge is. You think it's analysis or knowledge. It's like my system is pretty fucking simple. It's more about what's not in it than what is in it. All I look at is daily highs and lows, for the most part, trend lines, and fair value gaps, which is the least important. 2.5, 3 indicators. No fibs, no MACD, no RSI, no, yeah, just pure price action. No order blocks even. Really simple system. It works so good. It's so good. It's so good. It's such a good system. I just need to, yeah. I just need to execute. So thanks for listening. I'm not quitting. I'll still be here. I just hit a rock bottom moment and I'm sad. But I am pursuing algo trading in addition to that. So I'm gonna do both. Much love. Peace.